Hello, welcome to the Build Show. My name's Potter. Happy to be here with you today. Don't have a lot to talk about, but I think there are some things that I should share with you that I've noticed. So let's get into it. Hey guys, how's it going? What the hell happened there? So, I want to get this out of the way real quick. No financial advice is given here. I'm not a financial advisor, and you should reach out to one if you're looking for one because we're not it. I'm trying to do something here that I haven't done before. Here we go. So I know that we've seen, and I checked this out with AI, we have gone up 50% from our low. And I'm like, how could we be 50% if we went to 6? We should be, less than that. Anyway, we've been up 50%. But I've noticed some behaviors that those who watch this show, the very small show, very small network of guys, gals, that I've noticed some stuff. So I gotta share it with you. Got a message. I'll be right back. Talk to. Oops. Talk to your business. That's right, Gary. That's what I do. That's what's up. I like to tell everyone, my name is Forex, and what you have to do. Sometimes people look up and then they look down. And I'm bullish. I have to go to a meeting. All right. So here are the things I noticed. Because naturally you notice when the price goes up, right? But there were a couple of things. And I think you can look at other people and they'll show you DDD charts. But yesterday, this looked a lot better because down at the bottom, let me do this. Down at the bottom, you are so nice. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. See down here at the bottom, or over here, I'm sorry. It was like straight down. It looked a lot more extreme. But you can kind of see people kind of woke up and they're like, what? Ribs at 5 cents. So I think what you have to look at is we have to start becoming accustomed to behaviors, right? Okay. Every time drip goes up a penny, people are going to sell. People are going to be, oh my God, right? Anytime an announcement is made that, hey, on X day, we're going to be putting money into something, guess what? You got your sharks. They're going to come too, right? But there's one thing that I didn't set up, so I don't want to show a bunch of stuff. But I can look at it here and without you guys seeing what I'm looking at. And what I've noticed is that, go over here so I'm not looking away from you guys. Oh, great. What I've noticed is that the liquidity in wallets, man, we were getting that coming down. It was coming down. It was coming down. And somebody has decided to start accumulating in wallets. Now, it could be nefarious. Not nefarious, I mean. But I want to assume that it is a bad guy, right? So, or a group of bad people. Or it's people getting into the potluck next week because we were at 15. I saw the lowest at 15.9, right? 15,900,000 were in wallets. Well, it's up now to 16,500,000. So that means somebody's put or a group of somebody who put 500,000 drip in their wallet, and they bought it at a low price. So when it goes up to a high price, my assumption is that they're going to dump again. So as opposed to saying, like normal rebase tokens or any token, okay, well, they're going to put it back on the market. So what? It's not only a so what anymore. It's like, well, DDD will eat it up, right? You just have to give it time. Remember, my timeline was 25 to 30 weeks, right? To get back to where it was at launch. That's what I feel. And that's because people are still playing DDD. It's a fun game. It's only $1. And, but it's hard to sell, hey, get $1 for $1, you can get $50 in a year, or no, one sec. All right, so spend $1 today, hydrate, you'll maybe make $150 in a year. It's going to be a little bit of a hard sell. But to people who understand the passive income aspects of drip, right? And I'm saying that if the drip pool is 1,000 drip, right? But you usually get more than that. But let's just say it's 1,000 drip. So, spend $1, get $150 in a year. Hard sell, but people don't understand DeFi, much less what we're doing. Community support needs to be only to bridge sentiment for a short time, as many utilities are in development. Exactly. Yeah, I completely agree, Gary. The thing is, you shouldn't be looking at, the dogma of you shouldn't be looking at the price is still true. Like if you want to look at something, look at the chart for the reservoir, because the reservoir is off the charts. Let me see I'm not going to do that. So I just talked to myself, because showing your desktop to bad guys is a very scary proposition. So if you haven't rehearsed it before you're going online, you should be like, let me just look around here and I'll share this, because you don't know what you're going to share and somebody can freeze frame. So you want to be careful about that. But what I was going to show you is, if you want to go take a look at something, go to the new drip UI, go to the reservoir, and click on every 10 minutes or every day or every hour, and you watch that it's going up, right? Because people who are in it are realizing, hey, I'm getting BNB every day, right? So you've got the reservoir. Like Gary said, you got other utilities coming. So DDD is to help us manage the liquidity dump while other people build utilities to plug into the drip ecosystem. The problem was with DDD, if DDD was not created, we'd all be in a horrible position waiting for somebody to come up with that utility. And I think, as a developer, I still want to build my idle game again, late 2024, 2025. I'm not here to convince you guys to invest in me as a dev. I'm here to talk to you because there's nobody in the space that has the background, for drip at least, that has the background that I have and that you guys know about, so I'm not going to repeat. So, that's really it. Well, that's not really it, but when I was talking about seeing things that don't get happy, don't get all cocky, about when it goes up, because this is my opinion, at each level, at each penny, at each dollar, there's going to be somebody who says, hey, I want to dump, and we don't know with this much liquidity who it's going to be, how they're going to do it. We've already missed, when we rolled it out the first time, that the sentiment was against us, right? So it didn't go away. And so when we had these big announcements about, I love what they're doing on Mondays. I just think it's a brilliant idea. Help DDD eat. That's what you need to do, right? So they're going to have that every Monday, and then every other Monday they're going to go in big. I like that. But just remember, the sharks, when they know what feeding time is, they're going to be there too. So the fact that we've seen the wallets finally stop going down, but people starting to stack up means like all of those stealth or sleuth people who are trying to figure out what Ray's doing, like please look at that. Like I'd love to watch a stream on, somebody trying to do that level. Like, okay, who started increasing the wallets when it was going down? Because they should stand out like a light bulb at midnight, right? You should be able to see a wallet or a group of wallets that were exiting start to enter again. And that will help the greater community start to project when those attacks are going to come. Or it will debunk that anything's happening at all. Or it'll prove that the pot's working. There's just a lot can be done, like put that technology that you're using to, what Ray, use that to help us figure out this stuff that's going on. Good morning, Moses. Gary, we're going to counter this problem going forward. I don't understand. There is going to be a trend for reservoir boosting. Got to make selling hard to shift the price. That is a good point. And, there's Reservoir 2 that's coming out, which no date, no year, could be 2027. But that's a good point. It is so easy to get out of Reservoir, right? But the thing is, I don't think a bad actor would be interested in going in there because there's really nothing other than your standard play. The drip price is still affecting the drop price, so they'd still be losing money. So I think the people who are going in there now, all speculation, don't know, not a financial advisor. I think everybody going in there now is like us, if you're watching this show. They're probably more into the whole, I want drip to succeed thing. What's tight? I got to stop letting you guys say to hi each other on the stream. So I don't have to stop. I'm just saying, like, I think that you're talking to me and I just click the button and say, oh, that's for him. Hey, this Fox. Okay, guys. So that's really it. I wanted to do my part, my very, 100 people maybe of watching, do the part of keeping the ship steady. No need to get pumped. No reason to get sad, right? It's working and it's chugging along as it was intended to do. I think that the sentiment in the community is people are like, okay, all right, nope. If you see anybody say, my opinion, drip is going to go ballistic, just change the channel. Right? Not because they're wrong, I don't think they're right, but because that can get your emotions going, right? And when our emotions get going, we get less patient. And what we're seeing is for the first time in rebase token history, a rebase token did not go to zero when its sentiment was like, screw you, get out of here, right? We didn't go to zero. That's new. And we even had people who weren't like, you know what, I'm tired of waiting and selling. We had somebody go, sell, and they all were going for the goal of making drip print. I think the sexiness ran out once it did print. And then, people were like, all right, we're going to go away. But, the hate or strong dislike for Ray is still there. I'm not one of them. But, when he announces something, nobody wants to do anything other than see him cry. So, it'll be interesting to see if his stick-to-itiveness will outlast, people losing money just to say, I hate you. And it's going to be, boy, that's an expensive venture, Message. Gary said, even these last 3 days of claims on your chart, there for claims looks great. Small changes may be a glimpse of things to come. Yeah, I mean, you could be right. I think that we need more like 90 days of data, before we need to see trends. Like, we need to understand what motivates people to attract drip. We need to understand where they're coming from. And like I said, I think that they've left us a clue, right? For the wallets to be going down, hit 15.9, and then start going up to 16.5 in wallets. That means 500,000 more drip are in somebody's wallets or a group of wallets. In the data, they're going to stand out. So whoever's scraping data like that, please use your talent to find out who they are, because it can help the greater community. The more that they have to do to hide who they are, the more it costs them money, right? The drip community is not just about, rah-rah. It's about people who have the resources. Well, I nearly got choked up. It's about people who have the resources in time to go in and find out things. We don't have blinders on about what could happen. You can see, like, the most trusted person is the most sought after person to not be trusted. So I just think that people can do a better job, because I don't have the patience to do that. But they're already doing it for Ray, so please use it for other people who are actually bad guys, in my opinion. Because those people are going to stand out big time. And for us to have that data, different people will use it different ways, but I'm telling you, you guys would really do the community a service if you would use the level of analysis that you've been doing for other people, with people who are starting to accumulate right now. I think that's an attack vector that should be explored. And I say that as a cybersecurity professional, not just as a drip community member. All right, guys, I really wanted to highlight that because that's something I saw. These guys were really silent last time when they came at us, and they finally exposed themselves by doing this. They might do it a little bit slower, but now we'll see that attack. We'll see the transfers that they've gone to try to obfuscate that, and we'll see when it comes back in where they came from. So, gotta love blockchain. I wish that electorates. Why won't people talk about adding blockchain to elections? It's because there wouldn't be any debate about who voted for who, So we have a blockchain. We can use it. We got the greatest community. I love you guys. And I forgot to do my shutdown music. Yeah, so I'm supposed to be talking about this. Hey, you know what I'll do? I'll close out like 4x. All right, everybody. I just want to say I love the drip community. Everybody's good. Sometimes you gotta look at things as sometimes people do things here, and then they do them over there. And then they go to meetings, and I gotta go to a meeting. So everybody stay bullish, and game on.